This one comes from Jake out in Biloxi. We got some good listeners everywhere today. Cole, everyone talks about the top level guys in the Heisman Trophy voting. Who is the dark horse that's not getting mentioned enough? Kind of already mentioned a teammate of his, so I'll just go ahead and do this one real fast. It's Noah Fifta. What if I told you that Noah Fifta is the key to keeping Arizona alive in 2024? Many of you would say, well, I hope it is. No. I mean, alive with national championship odds, alive with Big 12 championship odds, alive with all of those things. I think that when you look at what this team is, the expectations aren't changing just because if you lost Jed Fish. In fact, they shouldn't. Because you didn't lose Fifita and you didn't lose McMillan. You still have some good wide receivers that are up and coming. You have some question marks in the offensive line with Jordan Morgan gone, but not really that many. I'm not going to say that you need to put Noah Fifita in the frontline category along with, let's see, Jackson Dart, and you got to throw in Jalen Milroe and maybe Dylan Gabriel, because you also have to realize that the Heisman Trophy, voters suck. Voters are absolutely terrible. Like, I should be a Heisman Trophy voter only because I watched the game. But there's guys that haven't even covered the sport anymore that still have a say in the Heisman voting. And so how do they watch it? Well, they watch the highlights. They watch the mainstays. Jalon Daniels absolutely deserved to win the Heisman last year, but it didn't hurt that LSU was always on prime games. They always were in marquee matchups. They were always at the high level. And so when you think about that, they're going to get some say. Dylan Gabriel, you can throw probably Will Howard in the mix, even though I don't believe in it. But it's because of they play for prominent programs. The prominent games are the ones where you look at a guy like Noah Fifta, who's going to have to ball out against Kansas State, against a Utah. And they come on back-to-back weekends. And that Kansas State game is going to be on a Friday night, and that's going to be a standalone matchup. So that's going to be one on Fox that immediately eyeballs are tuning into. And then he's going to have to continue that success and put up astronomical numbers. But would it shock you? Last year, he was the reason why Arizona turned the corner. I don't think Jaden DeLora gets you to 10-3. I don't think it's even close. I think, though, when you look at this man, Noah Fifta, 5'11", but a great baller, good elusiveness in the open field, he absolutely is going to be in that conversation. Another one, Big 12, plus 4,000 odds, Jalon Daniels. Yeah, nobody's talking about Jalon Daniels. Do you want to know why no one's talking about Jalon Daniels? Because he got hurt last year. And when he got hurt last year in an Andy Kolenicki offense, they still went 9-4 with Jason Bean, and they won a bowl game. Well, Jalon Daniels is better than Jason Bean. And Jalon Daniels would have garnered, I think, some Heisman praise last season if he did that out in Lawrence, Kansas, and maybe it would have even been to New York City. Hopefully he stays healthy. If he can stay healthy, this is a quarterback that is able to run for a lot. This is a quarterback that's able to throw for a lot. They still have all three of the returning receivers back. I wonder about this offense with Jeff Grimes. How's this going to look? Not really a big fan of it. But at the same time, maybe, just maybe, Kansas starts to get on that roll. They get to 11-1. They're in Arlington. They're playing on that main stage. And kind of like Kyler Murray had, where he was going up against Tua, and he balls out in that conference title game. And then even though we're not supposed to go ahead and look at anything in past the regular season, it carried a little bit of weight, and that was why he won. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But before you leave, make sure that you hit subscribe. And if you want to check out any of our other great work, make sure you click on one of the videos here. Am I pointing at the right spot? I'm not entirely sure. I'm really not.